Okay. How you doing, folks? Aaron Kelly here, running the Claremorris electoral area for Mayo County Council on June 7th. I just wanted to do a quick video on posters, just to kind of complete the basics, the basic tools and tactics. Posters seem like the most straightforward thing in the world, and they are, after you've had about 2 attempts at it and figured out all the little bits and pieces. First tip with posters is when you're going to you need 2 guys, and you're going to need a ladder bigger than the 6-foot step ladders that you get. Those you're not going to be able to get them high enough, so you need like at least a 10-foot ladder. So you need to either borrow one or about £100 or so in a hardware store. You need a non-windy, dry evening, ideally, to get it done. You'll get it done much faster in that case. My first couple of attempts, my first night was an absolute disaster. Somebody came down to give me a hand and lend me the ladder, and it was windy and it was absolutely lashing down, and my cable ties for some reason just wouldn't work. So it was just a disaster. We got one up, and I said somebody actually travelled a fair bit to give me a hand, so that was very embarrassing. But so I suppose where you're positioning. First of all, if you're running in Irish people or a party that has hostility towards it, you want to get them up high enough, out of arm's reach of messers. And in terms of positioning, you want to ideally put the posters somewhere where there's going to be traffic build up. So, like on approach to traffic lights, you can't put the poster on the traffic lights itself, but on that approach. Basically, look, if you have it in a dual carriageway and people are flinging past it at 60 miles an hour, you're going to have very limited eyeballs on it. But somewhere where there's congested traffic, where people are looking around themselves for something to do, they're stuck in traffic, something to read, is the best kind of place you can find them. In terms of, so it's like this is Saturday the 1st of June now, so it's like 6 days before election day, and I'm only finishing getting all the posters up. I'm going to pretend that's, in fairness, I am sick of looking at some of these posters now at this point. They've been up for so long. So maybe actually getting them up early. Now you're going to get more eyeballs, but people are going to get more annoyed by the time. So it's up to yourself. I think maybe 2 weeks. I think what I'm doing now is a bit late, and that's just that was just from mistakes and stuff. But maybe 2 weeks before. That way you get eyeballs, but you're not sick to death looking at you. Might be an idea. And if you are going to do the posters, I would say well, look, if you want to stick them up everywhere, by all means. But I can see some other candidates in Claremorris area, and you can be driving down the road and there's like 11 of them in a row, the same face. I don't think that does anything for making the public kind of like you. There's a couple of wee tips and tricks about getting because if you've seen some of the posters that other people have put up, and the wind has caught them, they're turned around, they're facing into a field. So there's a couple of tricks with a bit of duct tape that you can do just to stop that. Obviously, that won't last forever, but it only needs to last for a week or two. And yeah, I'll show, and I'll have a little video with that. And what was the other thing? Yeah, to make sure that you've all the preparatory work done at the bottom of the ladder when you're on the ground. So you've the holes punched, you've the cable ties in, all that. So you're just up the ladder, slam it and tighten the cable ties. That's what you want. You don't want to be messing around at the top of the ladder like I was the first night. I was in Egypt. So I really do think once you try it one night, you'll figure out all these little kind of mistakes. Is there anything else to say about posters? They say pretty straightforward. This is actually very important. Whatever posters you put up, I don't know if it's the same for the national elections. I'm not sure. It probably is. But I mean, for the local elections, as far as I'm aware, you've got 7 days from when the election is over to take the posters down. And if you don't have them down within 7 days, any posters you have up, you start to get fines. So obviously you need to put somewhere in your schedule for post-election in that week after to get them down. And in order to get them down, I've heard lots of people say this, you know, they go around, they're putting up loads of posters and they forget where they've put them all. So what I would suggest is you do basically a little video log, or take a photograph on your phone or somewhere, but you need to, because you think you'll remember where all these posters are, but you won't. And you need to have some sort of a record of where they are. So I'm actually going to put mine, so every time I put one up, I shot a little video of where it is and kind of panned the camera around just to make it easy for me to find. And so in terms of footage, that's basically going to be the footage of in this video. I'll just tack on my, whatever it is, my 15, 16 posters I put up. So that I mean, just so you can see that footage, but also for me as well, so to make sure I don't get fined. That's really it in terms of posters. I don't think there's anything else. I said it is straightforward after you've done it the first night and made all the silly mistakes, and kind of you're up a ladder trying to punch holes or thread through a cable tie or something like that. But that's really that's the whole thing. Posters are a very straightforward part. I know candidates that are running without doing any posters, and I know candidates that are putting up loads of posters. Look, it's up to yourself. Obviously there's cost involved, so you'd want, it depends on your budget, it depends on how high a profile you already have, all these things, but you'll have to kind of make those decisions for yourself. But that's it. Yeah, I think that's the job lot in posters, and I think that pretty much completes all the basics. We've done leafleting, canvassing, and some interviews and public speaking, and people. Yeah, I think that's everything. So I'll just leave a little bit of footage on here at the end of us kind of shooting after the posters are up, and that's it. Posters and another, I would say, essential part of any political campaign, but a fairly straightforward one once you've sussed out the basics. All right, thanks a million, folks. Bye bye. So we were going to go outside Claremorris, Ballinrobe races with our posters. Unfortunately, they're not happy about us doing this, so we're going to have to shift here now. But you can see what we had up there. Would you look at this Egypt here?
How's it look?
Looks really well, actually.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's not focusing on me for some reason. Oh. But anyway, yeah, posters are going up. Do you want them in the video, or is that okay?
Yeah.
This is my colleague Marion here now. She's a bit of a lunatic. She's running in Swinford. If you're in Swinford, give Marion her number 1 there now. And we're just out helping her put up the posters. So we'll keep at it. Just because it's daytime, might be able to see that little bit of duct tape a bit better, and up there as well, and that just stops this thing swinging with the wind. So yeah, when you're up a ladder, you don't want to be poking these holes. You want this all done before you go up the ladder with this thing. Now, also you don't want to be up the ladder trying to poke these things through. You want to get this all done before you go up the ladder. Because if that's blowing up the ladder, and it's not good. It's a mistake you make the first time only. It's just a lot easier down here. I say, yeah, be fully prepped. We're prepped almost. And also you saw the top tip. we're using a bit of duct tape. So when this goes around the lamppost, we're going to put a wee bit of duct tape on that to stop her sliding, slipper and sliding. And again, you don't want to be up a ladder. It's fiddling with this thing, so get everything done before you go up the ladder. Make life easy for yourself. So this is on the way out of Claremorris, the south end side. There's Jimmy!
Mind the way.
So just off the square in Claremorris. And here we are just on the way out of Claremorris before the Tesco junction. Okay, this is up in Ballantyne, just opposite the junction. Okay, so this is the Ballantyne petrol station. We're just inside the junction here, and that's where the housing one is. So it's taking care of all the kind of the Ballantyne local traffic. Okay, Ballantyne, just at the junction here, just around the corner from the wee greenhouse. We've got a little world there. Okay, this is the second Ballon Road one. It's right outside the petrol station here, just past the kind of main junction. This is the something very wrong with Ireland one in Knock. It's on Main Street. You can't miss it. Okay, that's the other one, Knock. I'm in the car, but you can see where it is. It's on Main Street again, you can't miss it. So that's a migration one on the road down to the Belmont. This Ballyhonus just outside the Aldi, catching them out there. There's Tom. Okay, so we've got a whole world goodbye Ireland. Ballyhonus, that's just the road down into the square down there. That's kind of the road out to the north. Okay. Okay, so we've got an NGO here in Kong, just at the junction after you come in from the riverside. So when you go around the one-way system, it's outside Puddle Ducks Cafe. So this is a housing one at a junction here on the main road in Shrule. So when you come in this road, the kind of town is just down that end, and it's here kind of, so it gets a little bit of traffic going this way and it gets the traffic from that junction.